window.
Hello traders, Gary Wagner here. It's approximately 10 a.m., the 21st day of June, Tuesday, and this is the daily report for gold. We do have gold trading higher this morning. We currently have it up about $6.40. You can see our current print here as the market trades at 1546 and change. We're looking at our daily chart. It is in candlestick format, and as you can see, we have had a nice climb in the marketplace in terms of price activity as it hit this lower channel line, and we've talked about this where we found some support right within this channel line here. And as you can see, we are currently trading butt up against our next channel line, and I want to see how it's going to react here. Of course, our real big challenge, I should say, is to go and breach these particular highs, and these are sitting at around 1551. That to me is a critical area that the market needs to take out. If in fact the market can take that out, my belief is that we're going to have a standard, what I will call a 3 count on this minor wave itself, and I believe that this will propel us to new highs. And let me show you what I'm thinking right now, traders. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a 628-minute chart. And we are looking, of course, at our 628-minute chart. This is the correction that we had dealt with down in this area right in here. Of course, in terms of a minor count, my belief has been that we had our 1, our 2, and then we are currently in our 3. And excuse me, I believe I said a 3 count. I do believe that we'll see a 5 count on this particular wave pattern. Now, based upon looking at our wave number 1 within our minor count, if I simply extend that to our 3, that's going to pull us up around somewhere between 1570 and 1575. So it's going to take us to our new highs. And then, of course, my sentiment is that what we should see in a scenario like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 or a 5th. And I believe that the 5th is what will propel us to around the 1600. I'm looking at about 1608 in terms of what I believe we have a potential as a top within this particular rally, and more importantly, within this particular bullish impulse phase. Traders, we are looking at a 360-minute candlestick chart. This is in a straight candlestick format. We're going to look at the Heikin Ashi in a second. But what I find most interesting when I look at this chart, of course, we've got 2 major areas that we need to take out. This first one at 1551, you can see that we are very quickly approaching it, and we are currently really butt up against that. The second thing, of course, is our all-time highs. This is 1577 right in that area, and of course this would be that next area that we need to take out. But as you can see, after trading in a call it a very narrow consolidation kind of a pattern right in here, and this has been taking place almost for the last month. We have really had sideways activity. This really is the first time in quite some time, the first time definitely this month, when we consider that the month started right in here, the first time this month where we're actually going to go and take a stab at these first sets of resistance points. This is that 1551, and of course, if we are fortunate enough to see that market move at and above it, our real next target is got to be right around that 1575, 1577. That being said, as I said, my sentiment right now is that when we take a serious look at the technical chart itself, first, we need to see how it reacts in this area. This area is going to be critical, and I've been saying that for quite some time. But if we're fortunate enough to take that out, we don't really have any real resistance in terms of a technical basis until we go back and really reach these record tops right up in here. we have fundamental issues that are absolutely coming to a head. And I think that market watchers, traders around the world are really watching to see what happens in Greece, because as Greece goes, so does the European Union. In other words, if they're able to come to some kind of a restructuring, a compromise, and realize in Athens they're rioting in the streets right now. If they're able to do that, that's going to signal one thing. If they're unable to and they reach some sort of an impasse, which is where we're at right now, and you see the reaction in this market, that by no stretch of the imagination would take these markets to record and historical highs in gold. Let's keep our eyes and ears posted on the news, and let's keep our technical pencils sharpened. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.
Many sights to see, and when I look in my window, so many different people to be, that it's strange, so strange.